we're ready.
All right, we're joined by Cincinnati coach Tommy Tuberville. Coach, if you can just make an opening statement, we'll take some questions.
All right.
Quiet, please.
First of all, we're grateful to be here. It's been a great week, and Military Bowl people have done an excellent job. Our players had an outstanding time, well hosted, and what for a great cause. I mean, this has been a wonderful time this week, and it's been great for us as coaches and players to be around our seniors. That's the last time that they'll ever be on an organized team. They'll go their separate ways. Most of them have graduated, and they'll be paying taxes like the rest of us next week. So talk a little bit about the game. Got beat by a better football team today. We didn't help ourselves. Too many turnovers, turned the ball over, made too many mistakes, two crucial special teams mistakes, two personal foul penalties. We just weren't disciplined enough today to beat a team in a match like this, and hopefully some of our younger guys understand that you got to go out and you got to represent the team, not yourself. We got beat up pretty good in the front in a lot of times with their front against our offensive line, but our offensive line held their own. You know, we had some yardage, but we couldn't sustain drives, and then they did a good job the second half of coming out and establishing the run. And that caught our defensive guys by surprise a little bit. We didn't tackle very well. They did a good job of scheming coming out second half. And I tell you, Shane Beamer and all the coaches over there, you know, with Coach Beamer being a little bit on the weary side, I thought they did a good job. They well represented Virginia Tech, and it was fun to play against some old friends and coach against some old friends and go through some old memories. But again, the best team won. You know, we weren't good enough to win today by the mistakes. I thought if we could have got to the fourth quarter, we'd have had a chance. But you know, when we lost Gunner, he got shook up a little bit, a little dizzy, and we wasn't about to put him back in the game. So Michael Colosimo came in. I don't think he's played over 2 or 3 snaps in his career. He's a senior. I think the only guy scarier than he was, it was me when he went in, and but he did pretty well. He did pretty well, and I'm proud of him and proud of the whole team for getting here and us starting 2-3 and then having an opportunity to win part of our championship and then play in a quality bowl game like this against a quality team of Virginia Tech. Questions?
Coach Mike Barber from Bearcats, Cincinnati. On the touchdown that Brewer scored that got called back, there was some question about whether or not he had fumbled the ball, and had you challenged it, it would have been yours. What communication was there on that?
You know, I hardly ever challenge because you know, there's people in the box. They look at every play, and you know, I don't know. You know, we didn't even hear that. And of course, it was on the opposite side of me. I didn't see a replay, but you got to have full faith in the instant replay guy and the officials. If they missed it, that'd be a huge call. But I would imagine they looked at it pretty hard. Hopefully they did, and of course that'll be something we'll look at ourselves. But you know, the officials didn't beat us tonight. You know, it had several things to do with us and Virginia Tech.
Coach, Tom Gresham, Cincinnati anymore. How did it change things when Gunner went out, if at all? Did you also just reflect on the season and talk about that?
Well, we've been through that, as most of us in here, the Cincinnati reporters know. We've been through this 4 or 5 times. Gunner has gone out several times during the year in crucial situations, and we've had Munchie come in. Munchie, in the last game, hurt his knee, and he's going to have it repaired here soon down the road. He couldn't hardly move on it. So, you know, we're very fortunate that Munchie came back from one of the worst knee injuries I've ever seen last year in the second game to this point, to where he was able to get back on the field and he helped us win the championship. If it not been for Munchie to go, we probably wouldn't have been here today. And I want to thank Munchie for what he did, because he went through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering through the year, and didn't practice a whole lot because a knee that was so badly torn up is going to not, you know, he's probably going to have several surgeries over the years. So we run one game a little short. I think he could have helped us today if it had been like he was about a month, 2 months ago. But you know, we want him to be healthy for a long, long time. You know, winning a game is not that important. So I'm just proud for Munchie and what he's shown for college football. You know, there's a lot of people that's called me and said, "Man, what's this kid doing?" And a lot of the coaches, my buddies across the country, and they've noticed it too. So, you know, we'll probably put an award in his name, some kind of courage award, because he got a lot of courage.
Just a quick reflection of your season as a whole.
Yeah, season as a whole, wasn't a very good team at the beginning of the year. We got better as we went on. We're a scrappy group of guys. We really played well as a team and didn't kill ourselves in the last 7 games, and that didn't show up today. It looks like we got a little bit overconfident in some things that we thought we could handle, and we didn't do it. We didn't handle adversity very well. We didn't handle success very well, and you know, our kicking game, and we knew that there was going to be points of it that was going to affect us. Missing the field goal hurt us at the beginning. 51 yards is a long ways, but you know, we had the wind behind us, and he didn't hit it very well. And you know, we just it was one of those days where we didn't play very well, but Virginia Tech did, and they took advantage of our miscues and made plays and put us in a bad situation and got us behind and pretty much put it out of reach pretty early in the third quarter.
Coach, to your right, Dave Ginsburg, Associated Press. Could you please describe the injury that Keel got? I mean, was it a concussion? You said you were dizzy.
Yeah, you know, of course, none of us in here. There might be a doctor in the house, but you know, the thing about it is we're very careful with that, and he's been banged around pretty much this year. And that was a good clean lick. You know, they ran a kind of a loop blitz from our linebacker inside, and it caught him pretty square. And I think his head hit the ground. You know, this turf is not made for collisions like that, and you know, that's really not like natural grass. But obviously, you know, there's pluses and minuses. But he's fine. You know, he's a little dizzy and not very clear, and you know, it's one of those things where, you know, we'd never take a chance with that. He probably could have come back and done a few things, but you know, further injury to that point is really not worth it.
Any other questions for Coach Tuberville?
Yes. Hey, Coach, just looking forward to next year, you've had the program now for a couple of years. What do you think this program needs to do to get to the next level, get there with this hump in bowl games?
Yeah, you know, we've got to keep recruiting. We just recruited 8 mid-year guys, most of them linemen and linebackers, which we're going to desperately need. We only lose 2 guys on offense and about 3 on defense. We'll be a better team next year. We'll be a better team because Gunner will be a year older. You know, our strength for a team coming back is our receivers. All those guys are back. We've got to get better defensively. You know, we were kind of hit and miss on defense all year long. Even in our stretch where people said we got better because we were able to get people off the field and our offense the ball a little bit more on possessions, but we still weren't a very strong team. We got to get physically stronger and stop the run a little bit better. So, you know, again, that after going 2-3, I was really excited about winning the next 7 because it could really go on the other way. We had good leadership, and again, a lot of these guys started to grow up, and that's going to help us for next year. And we'll learn from this game today, and hopefully we'll carry it over into next year and things that we did wrong.
Coach, you mentioned stopping the run. What made Coleman so effective, and what did you expect from him? He's played well like the last 2 games for them.
You talking number 4? Yeah. I'll go by number. Yeah. You know, they did a good job. They ran a simple base running play like we run. I mean, it's just inside and outside zone, and he did a good job of reading it. We didn't do a very good job inside with pursuit. I thought they did had a little blocking scheme that affected us some starting the second half where they brought a guy back inside and blocked the linebacker, and we didn't feel very well with our secondary coming up. Was a little bit slow. I think we had 3rd and 17 one time on one where they got some points, and we didn't tackle very well, and we kind of looked a little bit like we did back in the middle of the year. But you know, you look at a game like this, and I watch just effort, and both teams were playing hard. They were trying to execute, and you know, the execution was just better on the other side for a few plays than it was. There wasn't many plays in that game that you could say, man, both football teams are pretty close. You can take probably 4 or 5 plays and show where that ball game was won. And a couple of them again were special teams plays. The great interception over the middle, we had our guy open, and the kid puts his hand up and catches it one-handed. And you know, turnovers win games for you. And today, I don't think we got a turnover. I can't remember that far back, but I know they got 2 or 3. We got 1. Okay, We didn't even it up though. Yes, sir.
Coach Elton Hayes with the Cincinnati Enquirer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about Michael Coliseum coming in at the end, walk-on senior coming in, tossing a touchdown pass in his career this way.
Yeah. Well, that would be a life memory for him, and he hadn't taken that many snaps. We practiced him probably 10 minutes a day for the last couple of weeks, and a little bit more than that as we got closer to the game, thinking, hey, if we need to throw the ball and Gunner goes down, let's make sure he knows what to do. But he was scared to death. But I thought he competed well. I mean, I watched that one pass he threw for a touchdown, and he couldn't throw it any better. I mean, very good. And we had a 3rd and 5 that he needed to get the ball out a little bit quicker on the slant route to Shaq, and would have made a first down. But it's you can't ask a lot of a kid that's never played. He's playing a bowl game, national television, but he's a senior, he's a competitor, he's a baseball player for a long time, and his dad's a doctor on the team, and I'm sure he was proud of seeing his efforts, and I was proud of him. It was a great effort from him, and just kind of walking out there off the street and say, hey, you're the quarterback. I thought you did a pretty good job.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank